Today, bottles of makeup and soda are going to the airport security bin, usually reserved for knives. Screeners are now clamping down on a long list of carry-on items, a whole new list of carry-on items. In fact, CNN's Dan Simon joins us now with more on what's good to go and what is not. Dan?
Well, Anderson, the biggest change, pretty much everybody's going to have to check their luggage now, even for those one-day short hops. That's because the list, as you mentioned, is so far-reaching. I'm just going to go through it. Beverages, shampoo, suntan lotion, creams, toothpaste, and pretty much any other item of a similar consistency. It's something we're all going to have to get used to, and today it created long lines all across the country.
No liquid is allowed, even yogurt, folks. No yogurts today.
American travelers are already accustomed to tight security, but many are having trouble understanding the latest restrictions on toiletries and liquids.
You like to think that somebody knows what they're doing and that this must be necessary, but I don't think you can blow up a plane with blush.
This was just one load of trash at the San Francisco airport. For now, it's all about ditching water and perfume, and the airport seemed prepared with trash cans every few feet. Well, as you saw, there was a wide range of emotions there. Some people really didn't seem to mind, while others were extremely frustrated. In terms of how long this is going to take place, as Gene Meserve noted, it's going to be in place for the indefinite future. Anderson, back to you.
So, Dan, the bottom line, and actually I should just point out, there's a plane right now, a British Airways flight just arriving here at Heathrow.
Looking at San Francisco, it is hard to believe that nearly 90% of it burned to the ground 100 years ago. Hard to believe that neighborhoods like Telegraph Hill were blackened and bare, that the domed City Hall collapsed in just seconds, that the city that called itself the Paris of the Pacific looked like it had been bombed and burned. Office towers and large buildings like City Hall have been built or renovated to survive a major earthquake. But the city expects thousands of old homes would collapse. Historian Philip Fradkin has written that an 8.0 during school hours could kill 70,000 people.
There's no way that the city's not going to burn again. You may have structures with metal on the outside and masonry, but you have very flammable interiors.
Preparation, he says, is no match for an 8.0.
Maybe you'll survive, maybe you won't. They're random, chaotic events, and whether you live or survive is a random choice too.
Ultimately, the legacy of 1906 is one of survival, of a city that appeared dead and miraculously came back to life. Peter Viles for CNN, San Francisco.
You know what, they just make me stronger. Right now, the only thing they did to me, they make me stronger.
But then in a bizarre twist this past Monday, Hamden's store was set ablaze. He told police he was kidnapped. He was found alive by police 12 hours later in a car trunk in this parking lot about 10 miles from his store. Hamden hasn't spoken publicly since. This business, known as Your Black Muslim Bakery, was started by a now deceased black Muslim leader. A family member told CNN one of the suspects arrested is the 19-year-old grandson of that leader, Yusuf Bey. Family members declined to comment any further.
It seems to us this is a hate crime issue, and as you've seen in the video, their motive is to vandalize the store and terrorize it.
Oakland police are urging the community to stay calm and pleading with store owners not to arm themselves. But the store owners we spoke to earlier this week are thinking otherwise.
He faces the possibility of 18 months in prison for something that happened during a hockey game. And as Marty McSorley prepared to take the stand in his own defense, a Canadian national hero arrived at court to watch the proceedings.
I'm just here to support my friend.
Wayne Gretzky and Marty McSorley used to be teammates, and with Gretzky sitting close by, McSorley told the story that could determine his fate.
McSorley is out there as well. Oh, McSorley slashed Brashear.
Yes, he did want to provoke a fight with Donald Brashear in the closing seconds of a game last February. But no, he didn't mean to hit him in the head, which left Brashear unconscious. Rather, he claims he meant to strike the shoulder.
Marty McSorley's testimony portrayed fights in the National Hockey League as often pre-planned, agreed-upon confrontations. Not exactly the kind of publicity the NHL wants.